Hello, hello. Welcome back to My Take at the Lake. Guess who went shopping again? Part of me feels bad because it seems like I just went. I did just go, FYI, in case you missed the earlier video. But part of me knows it's the thrill of the hunt. Part of me knows that as a newbie junk journaler, art, treasure book maker person, I need supplies. Yeah, it's junk mail, but I've spent the better part of the last 20 years stopping all junk mail, ensuring that I don't get any, and I don't get very much. I'm a purger, so I don't keep stuff much. I do have some stuff. Craft things, art materials, those kinds of things that you just never get rid of because they never go bad. And plus, it's just fun. I have a podcast on creativity, and I'm going to link this particular video to that podcast because I think when you go to places like St. Vincent's or Salvation Army or Goodwill, or someday eventually we'll get maybe back to garage sailing and estate sailing, you have to start seeing things not as they are, but in their possibilities. Not as curtains, but as book covers. Not as a tablecloth, but as bookmarks. And so I think no matter what kind of hobby that you have, going to these stores can help you get ideas, can help you think differently about regular things, which is a good step in building the creativity muscle. I am preaching to the choir for you who are junk journalers, I realize. But if you're new to junk journaling or new to art, treasure book making, or paper crafting, or creativity in any fashion, you got to build those creative muscles up a little bit. And making these trips to Salvation Army or thrift stores or secondhand stores will help you do that, will help you see old things in a new way. It will certainly help you save money. There's some things here that are incredibly expensive that I got for $1. So anyway, let's get to it. I'm going to start with my Greg shorthand book. I loved shorthand when I was in high school. Yeah, that's how old I am. I studied secretarial science and art when I was in high school. What a combo, eh? But I loved taking shorthand. Not necessarily taking dictation, just writing it in shorthand. I think it's beautiful, fast and simple, and in like a secret code. There's only a handful of people who can read this. And I think that's fascinating. I love shorthand. I have some shorthand books downstairs in my collection. I will not be tearing those up. This is somebody else's shorthand book from 1960. The copyright is 1963, but Alpena High School, 1964. And I don't mind tearing up Harlan's book. I'm not going to tear up mine, but I don't mind tearing up Harlan's for these old book pages. And they're beautifully aged, and they have that wonderful old musty book smell. Some people hate it. I think it's fabulous. The secretary looks it up. Yes, that is so true. Always Googling. Anyway, that's a whole nother trip down memory lane. That was $1. And the simple pleasure that this book brought me. This will eventually probably be an altered book for myself once I pull the pages out. 4 pages for junk journals. I will probably use it because I just love, even though look how kittywampus that poor cover and spine is. It's all jacked. But I think we can save it. I think it'll be beautiful someday. So for $1, you just can't go wrong for that kind of pleasure. for $1. We'll just go in the pile for 99 cents. I got an almost brand new cardstock stack, glitzy glitter. It came with some extra pages. You know, you just never know what you're going to find in here. Oh, speaking of that, in this Greg shorthand book, there is it's not dated, but I have to think it's from 1964. Real life ephemera. Of course, it's not dated, but I know how old it is. And that's all that matters. But you never know what you're going to find tucked in these things. So this was in the stackable cardstock stack. These are all glittery, and they're super, super, super glittery. All kinds of colors, gold and silver. I wish I had this person's die cut or stamps or whatever she was using, because look how fun. Not much into glitter, but I figure I could find a use for $1. This is $5 anywhere else or more because it's glitter. I don't know, but I know it's more than $1. That much I do know. These, I love these. Just various notepads from who knows what. I'm doing my own Christmas altered book, so having that vintagey Christmas notepad is excellent timing. All kinds of little papers to make notebooks and all kinds of things. This was $1.50 for all of these. A little Easter seals notepad. I mean, if you're into chickadees and whatever those flowers are, you're all set. Holy smokes. This is circa 1970s for sure. There's like 3 pieces of it left. And then this. Very pretty. Make excellent little tuck-ins or extra pages, or so many possibilities there, right? For $1.50. And these you can't just go buy. I mean, you can, but they're plain Jane, and they're kind of pricey to get the interesting ones, I think. 60 cents worth of pre-cut, approximately 4x6 paper. It's not copy paper. It's super light. It's not tracing paper. But I think it'll coffee dye really well. Pre-cut. I'm big right now into making little journals, and this would be the perfect page size for that. Pre-cut, ready to go. Time saver. Anything that can save time when you have 100,000 different projects that you want to do right now is a good idea, right? Next is 99 cents worth of trims. These I looked at Walmart last night. They were $1.50. More expensive, of course, at Joann's, $1.97. So 2, 4. Look how old these are. They were 25 cents. Look, real ephemera. I didn't know that was in there. I'll save those labels for sure. 29 cents. Look how old this stuff is. Never opened. I love that. No date on it at all, but 3 yards for 29 cents. You know it's old, right? Well, this one doesn't have a price, but it has that old looking. Anyway, for 99 cents, can't go wrong, right? That would be for trim, for bookmarks, for page edging, for trimming out a cover. As I said, I'm doing my very own altered book Christmas theme. Beautiful old. I like the more muted colors, the kind of barn red and the darker green versus the bright. This was perfect, and it was 60 cents. A little bit over the top with the gold stuff, but who cares? Getting more into sewing, making a couple babies books. Sorry, I'm off camera here a little bit. I just apologize for that. I'm new, you know, I'll get the hang of this. I figured for 60 cents, some various colors and whatnot. Can't ever go wrong with just thread, unless it's old and crappy, and then it's just money wasted. But this white one is Coats for sure. I mean, that's a decent brand. Even just that's $2 or $3 at Walmart, so still okay. These are the fun Christmas hooks. And they're not terribly expensive, but they're more expensive than 60 cents. So I'm sure this I can work into a book bling somehow, some sort of bookmark or dangle or something. I'm sure that I can work that into something fun and fabulous for 60 cents for sure. You may or may not have seen an earlier video where I happened upon one of these. It was a bigger bag. It was a gallon-sized bag, and it had all kinds of miscellaneous things in it. Several Tim Holtz products was in that bag from a different haul. And it had these texture tools for his texture paste. And I thought maybe they'd work on my new jelly plate. But I was worried because they're hard plastic, that they might scratch the plates. And before I had found those Tim Holtz ones, I had found in the cake decorating section at Walmart for $2. I got these Wilton cake decorating things. But again, they're hard plastic and they're pretty sharp. And I haven't used them on my jelly plate because I was worried that it might scratch the plate. Well, look what I found yesterday at St. Vincent's. Jelly Arts. They're hard silicone, but they're made specifically for jelly plate printing. So they won't hurt my new jelly plate that I paid, I don't know, 20 bucks for or something like that, for 99 cents. I haven't looked on Amazon. Usually I look it up and see how much these would have been. I have to go rescue a Boston. I will look that up and I'll be right back. 99 cents. They're 17 Bostons are weight. They're $17.99 on Amazon. $18 jelly brand for the plate for $1. I love St. Vincent's. All right. Nobody uses these anymore. Everything is digital. I shouldn't say nobody, but precious few people use these anymore. 100 pack. It looks almost full. Look at all the possibilities. It can be just ready-made pockets to decorate. You know, glue this side down so she just looks like a giant seed packet, or glue it on this way and you could have a double pocket with a window. I mean, the possibilities are just endless with these, as with so many of the things that you pick up from these places. 100 ways to play. I don't know exactly what I'll do with them, but I think it's gonna be fun. Speaking of which, excuse my reach. $2. I'm thinking that means there's 1,667 of these on here, times 3,000, what, 5,000 or so? I don't know if you can see, but they're little individual hang tags with the little pre-punched hole. So I can make little hang tags until my eyes bleed. But I was looking at them like tickets. You know, you could pull off a strip and decorate them up like tickets. They could also be little film, like film strip. Would make a neat border. put them together as a little packet, like a tiny little notepad. I don't know, but for, again, $1.99. This is not something you just go out and buy. I don't even know what to look up on Amazon for these, but I bet it's expensive. It's not something I would think to buy, but I saw them there and I thought, like I said, oh, tickets. But then I looked and they're not tickets necessarily, but they could be. I don't know. What do you think? What would you use these for? I think you guys can come up with some pretty cool things, and I'd love to know, because I have 5,000 of them or so. Man, it's not my strong suit. This much we've covered. Some containers. These were 59 cents a piece, and they're these little, they have, and I made sure that they close good, because that's important. You want, with this tiny stuff, whatever you're putting in. And I specifically got them because recently, sorry about the jiggle, I got this packet of charms from Amazon. I'll try to remember the link below. They are so nice. Little peacock. They're a nice size. They're not going to add a whole bunch of bulky stuff to the journals, but they are going to add some beautiful additions. And there's something for everybody. There's feathers and trees of life and angels and hearts and paw prints and keys and a little bicycle and mermaids and unicorns and skulls and turtles, and I can't even tell you. I think there were 500 in there, and they're nice quality. But I went through just to kind of see what was in there, and I kind of separated them out, the ones I'd use for my mom, and the ones for Bailey, and the ones for Katie, and but then I didn't have any place to put them once I separated them, so I kind of have them in piles, and there's some in here, and there's some under here, but that's what I got these for. I went to Walmart right after St. Vincent's, and these are $1 a piece. Truth be told, I bought some of those too, because these are ugly and dirty. Ugly colors, and they're dirty. Of course, I'll clean them up. I thought about painting them, but what a waste of time. So these are going to go someplace in the closet where I don't have to look at them. I got pretty ones to keep out. For other things. So, storage. Avery. Morning, Ridley. Good morning, Ridley. I got these because of Cat Hands videos. She does a lot of jelly. I'm not sure she does jelly printing on these or not, but she does a lot with Avery labels that just looks fun. And then she has these wonderful little stickers, and sometimes she cuts them up and whatnot. And these are not cheap either. They're not cheap. Bonus, these came with these tiny little envelopes. I think that's fabulous. For those of you who still have stacks of these, remember they used to send them, everybody was sending them as a form of advertisement. Used to have just stacks of them. They make great paint palettes for acrylic paint. Look. Merry Christmas. To J, love Janice. Envelopes, which were a bonus. I got them for the labels. There's big ones and bigger ones, and there's all kinds of cool things in here to play with. So I got it. Who's surprised? Anyone? This is fun. Yeah, you could get lined notebook paper anywhere, of course. But I was thinking that Well, first of all, I wanted to know how old this was. It looks very old. Looking at that font, that's very old. So I was looking, there's a coupon that expires 1984. So this has been lying around somebody's house unopened for 30 years. More than 30 years, almost 40. Unopened. So I'm thinking the ink won't bleed. I won't lose the lines when I coffee dye or otherwise dye. We'll see. That'll be an experiment. But again, it's 88 cents at Walmart to buy a package of paper. And I'm not sure how much comes in the new packages, if it's 200 sheets or 100 sheets. But again, why pay full price when you can get it cheaper? I am using one of Pam at the Paper Outpost's videos, making little folios from hanging folders. This one's an envelope, same principle though. This one's a hanging folder. It's not done, but hanging folder, covered material. I'm going to put a signature or two in it. Using up my manila folders and my hanging folders left, right, and center, because these are so much fun to make. Just like she said, I'm going to do a video on these. I may do a flip through with this. I'm not, yeah, because I promised I would show the full kits that I got to do those. So videos on those folios coming up. But while these are not hanging folders, they are super heavy duty, old kinds of old folders, even embossed. Ooh, fancy. These will certainly serve the same purpose, and there's a truckload of them here. And I love gray. I probably won't even do much to the front or the inside because I just love gray. There's some beautiful navy colored ones. These aren't embossed, but they're big and they're heavy duty. What are these? Oh, they are. Okay. Hello. They're heavy duty, so they're going to make nice folios. Oh, look, bonus. You never know what you're going to find in these bags. Can never have too many of these, right? Because you can make so much from these. I'm thinking, well, hang on just one second. And these, again, very old-fashioned. I've not seen this particular kind, again, because so much is digital. But super hard, heavy duty, a little bit bigger than normal size. This is 10.5 by 8, so it'll give you, it's nice, they're nice size. And they have these, you could put your papers in here, and they already have, what I'm thinking for these bad boys are lap books. If you haven't seen lap books, go to YouTube, search lap books. Amazing. Amazing. And this is already pretty well started. Beautiful start. And there was 2 of these in there, so quite excited about that. That was $1.99 for page protectors, loads and loads of folders and manila folders. $1.99. Can't beat that. A whole stack of graph papers. Different size. I'm thinking that's the normal. And then there's this teeny little, oh, you can see, yeah, sure you can. Normal size, I believe, tiny. There's a nice bit of each. Plus these are gonna come in handy. You know, we use everything. So using this nice chipboard backs on these pads, 99 cents. So again, this is pretty, oh, this is a different one. My bad. I've not seen this particular kind of paper before. This particular print, 99 cents. So I'm thinking it's kind of old. Again, so hopefully the ink won't disappear when it gets wet. Something different, orange. Nice festive orange color. I'm always looking for something different that you don't see in every other junk journal or art treasure book. This is tinier even still. So I think that's the normal size. Then there's this medium, and then there's this teeny tiny little graph paper. A whole bunch of it loose. Look, it's all naturally aged. I love when that happens. I love going through these with you guys because it's always, not always, but often a surprise what's in the package, because they don't open them until I do these haul videos sometimes. Again, chipboard back will be of good help. And then just more graph paper. Nice and yellowed. Already aged. You gotta love that. That was, what was it, $1.99? No, $2 for all that graph paper. Again, I think it's a screaming good deal. $2.99 for a gorgeous tablecloth. Beautiful detail. It's kind of a off-white. It's not really cream, but it's not really white either. I'm not sure if this is going to come up on camera or not, but it has a beautiful design, leaves and very subtle flowers, but it's only on the part that hangs over the table. The table part, the main center of it is all plain. This reminded me of the tea towels that Pam uses. Pam at the Paper Outpost uses. She gets them at Walmart. They're tea towels, but she dyes them and coffee dyes them and rag rolls with them and does all kinds of things with them. And that reminded me of that fabric. And those are, if we have the same ones, excuse me, sorry about the mic hit there. If we have the same ones here at our Walmart, I want to say they were $5 for maybe 5 of them. They're like flour sack towels, where this is a tiny bit heavier, but for $3 there's about, I don't know, $20 worth of, at least $20 worth of those tea towels. So lots and lots and lots can be done with this tablecloth. And again, looking at it not as a beautiful tablecloth, which it is, but I don't use tablecloths. Material. Cover books, cover mini books, do the interior of books, bookmarks and pieces and clusters and just belly bands. And there's so many things that can be done with a giant piece of fabric like this. Yes, it's a beautiful tablecloth, but it can be so much more than that. And the last thing I have from this particular St. Vinny's visit, and this has to be it for a while. My room is getting full, and I have to tell you, I'm just excited to be finally sort of moved in. You'll notice the change of venue. I'm at my craft room desk now versus my kitchen table, which is awesome. I did a little tour. I may do an update to that, just because it's nice to see how other people organize. And I have a tiny room, and so, you know, you got to get creative. And I've been really loving how things have worked out as far as paper storage and handy access to glue and scissors and things like that I use every second. You know, you want them right at the ready and not put away somewhere. So I might do a quick update to my studio tour. Anyway, last thing I bought at St. Vinny's is a stack of tins. I like these small round ones, or small heavy duty. They're older ones, heavy duty and easily opened for little tiny things like jump rings or little tiny letters or little tiny words or something you need to keep track of in a small space. And I've noticed, is it Tracy Fox that uses the tins for her storage? And I thought that was pretty brilliant, especially like these little flat ones. This is a gift card holder, I'm sure. But again, small. Oh, look, bonus. So you can use everything. I'm going to use that band. I'm going to use that. I'm just going to use that as is, probably in my Christmas journal. I'm going to take that off there. It doesn't need to be on there, but this is great for, again, small word storage or little label storage. Things that you make and you want to keep track of. This one I thought was so pretty. It's so vintagey. I've got tins in the basement. I'm going to go shop in my basement next and find some more. But this one, I'm going to just put just Christmas stuff. Christmas words, Christmas bits and ribbons and bobs and whatnot. Just for Christmas. These, not a big Barbie fan, and I don't need that many Christmas tins, but they're hinged. You don't see that very much anymore. At least I haven't noticed them. They're usually just the lift-off lids. I love that they're hinged, especially for storage. So these are going to get painted. I might keep one big one for Christmas. I don't know. Another hinged one. And these were 50 cents, 60 cents a piece. The little one was 30 cents. This is just so bright and clean. Oh, it opened well yesterday. This one's not hinged, but you don't need to open it. Yeah, I may have to donate that one back, because if it doesn't open easy, I don't want to play with it. So that is my St. Vinny's haul. I did go to Walmart after St. Vinny's, as I said, and they hit their clearance rack, but that's a video for another day, because I don't want to keep you here too often, or too long. Yeah. Very often we're here because the girl likes to shop, but it's time to get busy. So we're going to start crafting stuff. And I had mentioned a new series that I'm working on that I think you might like. I know I'm going to like it. It's going to be great fun. I'm quite looking forward to it, so keep an eye out for that. And I will see you in the next video when I show you my Walmart clearance haul. I almost forgot one of the best things. Oh my God, I can't believe I almost forgot this. So as you may or may not know, I'm an English professor, writer, language taskmaster. So one of the finds was grammar English flashcards. It was all sealed up. I couldn't see what it looked like. I didn't care. I did see misused words, misspelled words, vocabulary, and right words. So I cut them open this morning, and vocabulary. Build your vocabulary. Pale or white, colorless, pallid. Now you know. But look at all these beautiful, beautiful cards, and they are naturally aged. Vocabulary quick study makes it a snap to increase your word power. So now we know how to do that. Woo! Misspelled words, misused words, affect versus effect. And then it tells you the difference between affect and effect. Can't wait to play with these. It's perfect for me. And my kind of journals. I'm thinking the journals and altered books that I plan to make are primarily utilitarian. Beautiful, hopefully, fun to make, creative, decorated to a point, but most of them will be writing journals. They will have lots and lots and lots of writing space, because that's the kind of journal I would like. That's the kind of journal I will use. is one that has lots of writing space to it. So yeah, I can't believe I almost forgot to share this with you. Let's see if we can find a year. No, I'll keep an eye out if there's like a, you know, sometimes I'll have a, maybe this is it. No. I'll see if I can find a year eventually. It might take years to go through this, but what a treasure. I am so excited about this little, there's 1,000 cards in this box. I can't wait to play. $1.50, money well spent. This time I'm out for real. Off to do a Walmart haul. Walmart clearance haul video. So we'll see you there in a bit. I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous day. Go out and poke around at your local thrift shop. If you can today, we're getting around the holidays, a little bit of downtime. Go check out your stores. Go shopping in your basement. Can you find some old tins? Can you find some old books you can part with? Some old tools that you thought were no longer necessary, but you kept them for some reason? Well, now's the time. Dig that stuff out and have some fun. Go play. I'll see you soon. My Take It to Lake, out for now.